wrestling fans, Quentin Charisma. Hey, that's me. And today I'm with Jeremiah Plunkett.
Yo again, everybody. Jeremiah Plunkett and Quentin Charisma. Once again, we are smack dab along ringside and ready to go with another big week of the Territorial Rasslin Review podcast. Quentin, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing all right. Better week than last. We had nobody pass away, so it's always a plus.
Yeah, no. The last week was a rough one.
Yep, sure was. I'm eating a candy bar, so I had to get some chocolate.
Professional podcasting.
Hey, trust me, that's not one of the low points of the podcast is me eating a candy bar on the air. There's many other things we can talk about. It brings us down. Like last week, when I listened to it, man, I talked over you too much. And like every time somebody you try to talk, I kept talking over you. I was like, man, it was more than normal. Soon I was like, I gotta stop doing that.
That's why I've always kind of been insistent on trying to wear headphones, but because that way you can really hear it.
Well, I got you turned up really loud. Is it you can't hear me, or is that what?
No, well, you don't. So until you have headphones on, you can't really tell that you're talking over somebody. Because a normal conversation, you just do it.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try my best though. Well, it's because we'd say something. Well, I'd say something, and then you'd start, and I would just like cut you off and start talking about what you were trying to answer. And like I was answering for you on a lot of stuff. So that was, I gotta stop doing that. You're a grown man, you can answer for yourself. But no, it was a good week. I don't think I got out of the house. I actually got out of the house once. I went to Kroger's on Sunday. I know Earth There's coming to an end. I know. I got out of the house. Actually, and we got in public, and after an hour, I was ready to kill people. So it's time for me to get back to the house.
We ventured out to Costco earlier this week, and we were there a little while because it just opened up, and I wanted to see it. But yeah, by the time we left, I was ready.
So I've never been to the Costco. Is it good? Is it better than Sam's?
I think so. I can tell you that the selection. So a big reason we wanted to start going is like food and stuff like that, and they have a really good selection of like healthier foods if you're into that. And yeah, I'm actually shocked by the keto and low carb selections they have and stuff like that. You don't see that in a lot of big chain stores. So yeah, no, I really like it, and the prices are good. Better if you have like a freezer or a fridge that you can store stuff in, which we do not at the moment, but still. And we actually got a TV from there a couple weeks ago, and it was decent priced. And yeah, no, I like it.
You got to pay a membership fee like you do at Sam's?
Yeah.
How much was it?
I think it was like $60 for the year.
For two people?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
I think it's about what Sam's is, ain't it?
Sam's is $45. Sam's is a little cheaper, but
still close. I mean, $15. That's not.
Yeah. Well, and the fact that, and I like Costco, the fact that they have a higher starting pay than Sam's for their employees. I believe they're $15 or $16 an hour starting out. And
well, of course.
Yeah. So like and I'll say this: their employees are extremely nice and helpful.
Dang.
So, and I haven't been there when they've had all the samples out, but the wife went there when they had the samples, and she said it's samples galore.
Yeah, I've never been. I've always heard about it. Like I say, it's nicer and than the Sam's is, and I just never had. I'm trying to think. Did Nashville? Did they ever have one?
I know there's one in the Franklin area.
Yeah, Cool Springs area's got one, but I don't think they ever. That's probably why I've never been, because I never out that way. But
I mean, that's the reason I'd never been. I had no reason to go out of the way to go to Costco, but we got one in the backyard, so might as well go.
So when did it open in Murfreesboro?
A month ago.
Okay, so that's really new.
It's brand new. Yeah.
Okay. What side of town's it on?
Over off New Salem. People listening to this, if they're not living in this area, have no idea what we're talking about.
I'm trying to think where crap New Salem is myself.
Warrior Drive crosses it. Not Church Street, but the other way, on the other end of it.
So is it right there, the interstate?
Yeah, right
at
new
exit. That new exit they put in last whenever it was. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. People are like, huh? Those 3 listeners, we've just lost them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we get started, I'm talking about real fast. How about the thing that we've been plugging? Talking about the WMF Gauntlet was this week. I watched it. I watched it when Monty sent me the little sneak preview thing, and then I rewatched the parts I was in. But but yeah.
Forget the whole show.
Well, I've already seen it. If I want to watch something again, I'm just gonna watch my part. I've already seen the whole thing, so watch the best part. Myself.
Yeah.
I can only take so much of Stone Cold Chris Danger.
You've been waiting all week to say that, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I swear. Whoa. Yeah, he needed a reality check. Somebody should have gave it to him. I didn't. If I would have paid attention, I was worried about my own stuff. But yeah, it was good. That was the birth of Hanging Tough.
Yeah.
That night, the original Hanging
the
Tough.
The OG Hanging Tough debuted that night.
Yeah, it sure did. And
Monty put a lot of work into this. I could tell because I don't know if you noticed, but some of the music had to be dubbed over.
Yeah.
And he did. Most people, when they dub it over, you won't hear anything but that music. Yeah. But you can still hear the crowd and the commentary on the way he dubbed it over. Yeah, I did find it funny that he didn't have to dub over all the music.
I was wondering how that works. I know some of it. Yeah, I don't.
So I think you can get 2 types of copyright claims on you, and there's one where it's like you can use it, but this video can't be monetized. Yeah, and there's the other one that's you can't use it, and this video won't air as long as this is in it. Yeah. So I guess it just depends on what kind of claim you get against you. So did you guys come out to New Kids on the Block that night, or no?
No, we didn't name ourselves yet.
Okay.
I didn't know what we was gonna be a tag team until I got there that night and getting dressed, and he told me what we was gonna be doing. I was thinking, okay, my second week back, and I was like, he told me, he's like, we're gonna put this guy with you. He's really green and he can learn. So, and I didn't remember how green he was till I watched the match, and he was so green. He improved so much. Was it 8 months, 10 months, 12, almost a year we were together? He improved a lot. And but yeah, he was so he was heady. He was so green. But yeah, they put us together, and I'm trying to remember. I don't know who come up with the name because we didn't come up with that night. I think and it might have been the next week. It might have been a couple weeks into it that we started calling stuff Hanging Tough. Trying to remember. I just remember the thing was Hanging Tough. Dieter's hanging, and Quentin's tough. That was the gimmick, and I don't know how we got the name. I don't know if it was me, Monty, or Dieter come up with. I don't know. I can't remember, but we were put together that night, and then I guess we just realized hey, we're gonna be together for a while. Let's do something with it, So
I don't know how you wrestled in a long sleeve shirt.
I died, and did you see how blowed up? And I was soaking wet, man. I was soaking wet because there was no air in that place. Everybody in there smoking like a freight train, and it was just the summertime. I think it was end of June, July. Yeah, June, July-ish, I think maybe. Did he have a date on it?
I don't believe so.
I don't think he did either. I'll have to ask him what the actual date was. But I want to say it was June, July-ish. It was so hot. I had that long sleeve shirt with a nylon butcher and leggings.
Your elbow pad over your long sleeve shirt.
Yeah, elbow pad over that. Legging, knee braces.
This isn't an Under Armour long sleeve shirt. This is a long sleeve
before
t-shirt.
Under Armour. Yeah, this is before Under Armour. And if you notice, it's a turtleneck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a regular cut. It's a turtleneck, which I had it rolled down far as I could get it. Yeah. I think the next week I went because I remember I think the next week I went and bought me some Ritz dye and dyed me a bunch of white t-shirts, pink and purple, because short sleeve as I went. So all I had was long sleeve. I had a long sleeve pink and a long sleeve purple, and it was summertime and there was no air, so it was. I had to. Actually, I went short sleeve. I think it might have been the next week or the week after. because I was dying, dude. Especially working 2 matches.
And your partner Dieter Brock is a if I remember the gimmick right, it's a Motel 8 porn star.
Yeah, it was that. Hey, Monty would sell. He would make porns, and he would sell them to Motel 8.
Tremendous. But
so,
looking at him, you would never know it because he just wore black cargo pants.
Yeah, and then he went to shorts.
Well, yeah, because it was hot. Same reason you went to short sleeve shirt.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what's funny? He was a school teacher.
No way.
Yes.
That's tremendous.
He was a school teacher. I don't know what he does now, but at the time he was a school teacher in Metro.
Amazing.
That's awesome, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
I'm sure he does. I mean, I was like, should I kayfabe that? That was 20 years ago. So Statue of Liberty. I'm sure the Metro, because he lives in a whole different state now. And I said, I don't even know if he teaches or not, but at the time he was a Metro teacher.
You need to see if you can't find those tag titles and have them up on your wall.
I would love to have those. Would love to have them. I don't know whatever happened to them. Last time
my favorite was always the arena belt.
That was my favorite. I love the arena belt because you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of the Mid-America belt. Silver, shiny, really nothing flash. Are you talking about the big double-headed chicken TV title?
Yeah, the double-headed chicken. That was the TV title?
No, that was the TV title. I like that one too. The big red double-headed chicken. Oh, I liked it too, but you might have never seen the arena title then. They might have got rid of it by then. The one I'm talking about. That was the first one.
No, I see it because isn't Tommy Big Figure the champion?
But that's not the arena title. That's the regular title.
Oh, okay. Well, then no, maybe I didn't see the arena title.
I'll find a picture of it and send it to you.
All right.
So what you think? It just the way. Yeah, I don't think they used it that long. Maybe a year, maybe when he first started. Actually, because I think when they made the big chicken belt, he stopped using it and started using the big chicken belt as the arena title. And then Monty made it the MTTV 10, whatever you want to call it, title. So, but yeah, that was the first night of Hanging Tough. So it's a little historic thing for me. You know, that's where it all started. But yeah, if you notice, it was the finish on the first one with Shane and Insane Shane and Vandy. It got a little off course.
Yeah, it got awkward there for a while.
Yeah, and that whole thing was about Dieter being green. He got lost. But did you notice the referee that a total blowout of his pants?
No, I didn't.
Yes. I guess it was. Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure it was in the match before us, and then he was in ours with it. Because I don't think he had changed his pants. And I think he ran back real fast after we beat Vandy and Shane. I think he went back real fast and put on some workout pants.
Yeah, he had track pants on in the main event.
Yeah, he had track pants. Yeah, I think he ran back because the whole crotch was blowed out, completely gone. So yeah, it was funny. But yeah, as I said, it probably don't mean a lot to people, but it did to me because, like I said, that's where Hanging Tough started at. So, and it just, one thing that just happened out of nowhere,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was. I tell you what was really funny about it is we go to the back, we're getting a little heat, we're going to the back, and we walk in the curtain, and all of a sudden you see these hands come out, and you see Monty, the curtain just giving everybody the birds, and he goes back inside. He hadn't been out there with us all night, but he just pops out. And I just look like, what? Who the hell popped out? Because we already went back in. We're in, and so he pops out by himself. He just started to see the arms going up, flipping everybody the bird. It tickled me to death when I saw that. There's a little things, But anyway, Stone Cold Chris Danger, baby.
Yeah, he was doing wrestling moves and all sorts of stuff. It was wild.
I know.
Yeah, everybody definitely go give it a watch. Another thing that always gets me about MTTV that when I watch WMF on it was they would zoom in on random fans.
Yeah.
and there was a wild crew there. So definitely give the video a watch. I hope we didn't give too many spoilers away, but it's wild.
Yeah, check it out. I don't think he's even put what this week's match is going to be, has he?
I don't.
I think he's got like.
I know one was a mystery match coming up.
So he had like next week and the week after he had up. I don't know if he had next week's on there or not. But he didn't when I looked at it. He might.
So this coming Saturday, the 14th, we get a rematch of the Alabama Kid and Kevin the Thug Jones. I'm going to watch that. If they don't give Kevin a microphone, I'm not going to watch it.
Exactly. If they don't let him get on the mic, it ain't. That last one was.
That was gold. The 21st is Tommy Bigfigure versus Bad Brad Blair, and then
I gave him that name.
Bad Brad Blair or Tommy Bigfigure?
No, Bad Brad Blair. His name was like, what was his name?
Brian Blair, and they're like, you can't be this.
No, I think it was like I think his name was like John Lewis or something. I don't know. We had some common name, or what was it? And I was like, no, let's use this. I said, I know it's not the. He's like, I know it don't sound good, but you can't go out there like being Joe Schmo, you know.
And then the 28th is the Saint. Now, a lot in the the Nashville or Middle Tennessee circles, this is known as the McMinnville Saint, not the Nashville Saint. Don't want to confuse those two. Versus Kevin the Thug Jones. So what I'm getting is Monty knows where his bread is buttered, and his bread is buttered with Kevin the Thug Jones matches.
Yeah, because they're highly entertaining. And you can tell this is 2000, and people of Laverne in 2000 were still in 1982. So,
it's something.
So you, huh?
It's something for sure.
Yeah, exactly. It's really not would be terrible. On MTV, Middle Tennessee TV channel nowadays.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. No way.
You can air this now. So when you think of the typical whatever, however you say it, Tennessee wrestling crowd, there you go.
What was the old saying? Like, what has I don't know. It's like what has 36 feet but 3 teeth? The front row of a wrestling show.
Yeah. There you go. But yeah, Kevin was. And what is so funny? Kevin is the whitest black person I've ever met.
He's a redneck, that's for sure.
Huh?
He's a redneck, that's for sure.
Yes, he's a country. He is a country boy. Now that's funny because. Somebody was taking a picture of him for something. He said, I need to throw up some gang signs. You know any gang signs? I was like, Kevin, I'm white. He's like, yeah, but I don't know any. I was like, yeah, you got a point. He's supposed to be a thug. I need to know. I need to do how to do some gang signs for this picture I'm taking. I was like, and I thought of it. I was like, yeah, you're right. It's you. You know, but yeah. Totally different, you know. Just don't let him get on no moonshine.
Right.
That's all I gotta say about that. But now he is a country. He is really country. But yeah, that should be entertaining. And,
yeah, without a doubt.
So if you haven't seen the Gauntlet, go check it out and see the debut of Hanging Tough by accident, I guess. I don't know, but and then check out this Kevin Jones match coming up this weekend because it'll be highly entertaining. All right, you want to go get this on the road?
All right, yeah, let's do that. So, even though you forgot what it was just a few minutes ago, the match for today is from Houston Wrestling, Terry Funk versus Bob Orton. And you know what? We had the date of the match last week, but I totally forgot it.
I did too because I didn't want to see it.
Right.
I didn't want to see the finish. I think I not every right there because I was trying not to, because I saw the thing and I didn't want to see the finish, so I had to back out of it. But we'll give them the the date after it's over, so I'm not gonna look it up. I won't see what the actual finish is.
But this is uploaded on YouTube by YouTube user Classic Wrestling. It is Terry Funk versus Bob Orton. And just so you know, if this is, just so you know you have the right one, and it probably will be, but it is 22 minutes and 14 seconds. And if you are all set on zeros, and I'm ready when you are. All right, and 3, 2, 1, play.
So we got the Classic Wrestling little logo with the ring there. It's at the summit. So you know it's big time. It's at the summit. Oh, handshake.
Oh, you know what? I remember we talked a little bit about this. We were wondering if this wasn't when, was it Southeastern? No, it's not Southeastern. I'm sorry, Southwest tried to do their own world title.
Yes, this is the tournament they had.
Okay.
Yeah, this was the tournament, and that's when Blanchard broke off ties basically with everybody, and try to have his own world champion. Basically, it was Southwest and Larry Madison's upstart promotion used a lot of these. Would use some of the guys because Madison was one of the guys on the. I remember at the press thing conference.
Real quick, who we got in what? Is that Funk in the red?
Funk in the red. Orton in the blue. Okay. They look very similar, don't they?
Yeah, very similar. Orton's a little more built solidly, but beyond that, they look very, very similar. Yeah, okay, now that there's a close-up, I can tell, but we were getting a lot of from behind, and they both had the exact same hair.
Similar, yeah, pretty much. Orton's is a little more curly, but yeah, they very similar in shape, size, look. Oh, nice little roll up there.
And they've been going this entire time.
Yeah, they had a headlock. They were rounded around with a headlock. Yeah. And Terry's sliding back. Yeah, they hit a headlock on Funk, but it was constant movement. Yeah, they're very similar in size and everything.
Yeah, I mean that's why I had to clarify. I thought Terry was in the red because of the boots. That's a style he rocked there for a while, but I wasn't sure.
Oh, man, those elbows look nice. Look at those. I mean,
everything's looking good.
Man, those elbows were crisp back in the side headlock. Man. Working that head. Yeah, Funk's he's got a curly hair at this point. Oh! So the Atomic Knee drop, roll behind. Rolls him up, rolls through, kicks out. Whoa! Oh, he smacked him. Oh, baby. Yeah, it's got a little pace going.
Hey, they got a good pace, and they're aggressive, and it's real wrestling oriented.
Yeah, it's really aggressive wrestling. Yeah. Another lock up. Man, those ropes look really loose. Oh, nice knee. No, everything they're doing looks like really snug. Oh,
sure it is.
So you can tell this is Southwest. Look at the green ropes.
Yeah, well, they always have the green.
Yeah. That's a nice small package, or what'd Sully call it? Inside cradle?
Yeah, inside cradle.
I don't think he ever called it a small package, did he?
I don't think so.
I think he was always in. They always had to get technical on us.
I remember one match. What was it? Somebody called a Pat O'Connor a rolling reverse cradle, and I was like, "What?" But you watch old stuff, and that's what it was called. But
yeah,
I don't know what that is.
It's like Orton's got a bear hug. Yeah, bear hug on him. He's got a bear hug on Funk. He's squeezing it. I think Funk was going to punch him. He working the bear hug. A big slam. Oh, backbreaker. Wow. What did he drop the knee? You don't. It sounded like where did he hit him at with the knee? Going for the back bear hug again. Like how he's hitting the shoulder. He's going all the way down to one knee when he hit him with the shoulder in the
I
corner.
like how the turnbuckle pads are literally just like leather covers.
Yeah, they're tiny.
Like I think that might be less protection than Memphis's 9 wraps of duct tape.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Those elbows to the back of the neck are, man, those look good. Look at that. Oh, man. Can't break the bear hug, though.
Well, we all know Bob Orton was, the master of the bear hug.
Yeah, it's like I've never seen him do a bear hug. Funk's trying to wedge his arms to get up out of it. He's got his arm. Is he going for Kimura? Oh, nice elbow.
That's another hold that back in the 80s they could just sit in. And now, like, if they got hooked and somebody didn't tap within 10 seconds, everyone would be like,
yeah. Oh, yeah, those buckles are, he took that buckle. He sold like a champ because it's really small. And there's no pad. You can tell there's no padding in them. It's just a cover over it.
Oh, yeah, no, it's just a leather cover with eyelets in it.
Yeah, there's no pad in underneath that cover. Is Funk wearing trace knee pads?
Might be.
Wow. Holy smokes, I think they are. Dang, that's probably the first earliest I've seen some trace. Or is that just old ones and they got the backs cut out of them?
No, they're definitely not the old Wilsons or Bikes or whatever, whoever made the big old pads, but
yeah. He's sticking to that bear hug again. But what Funk is he got him? He's got his head somehow. Well, he did.
Yeah, he's got his head like wrapped in a clinch almost.
Yeah. Oh, side headlock. Oh, that looked good. Yeah, because he just got out of the bear hug and he picked him up and suplexed him. Oof. Oh, dang. That old running Terry Funk headbutt, and that looks snug. Oh,
Harley's somewhere hot right now.
He's like, hey, kid, you're still on my move.
I've only got 3.
Gosh. I was like, Terry's gonna sell it now. I knew it was like he's already got me. He's gonna. I knew he was gonna take a bump. I know it was like he's gonna sell it. He had like 4 of those. This has been good back and forth. Oh man, everything. Oh, what a freaking bump! Holy smokes, that was nice. And it wasn't so deliberate looking,
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell, it was work, but
Bob Orton was such a freak in nature.
He was underrated, man. Really, I think his stint with the Apophos hurt him. I think he just had that stink, and then, then he was Piper's second, which fan-wise, you think he's the crony, which he was really the glue that held it together,
Yeah.
Which usually the crony is the better worker. That's like Raven. Oh, he just slapped Funk. Oh, here comes Funk. Oh, he's fired up now. Here he goes. Orton powders out. It's like Stevie Richards was a lot better all around than Raven. It made Raven even more.
Raven was awesome. Raven was just lazy and drugged at that time, and he even says that.
I know, but I'm just saying that to get that gimmick over.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Stevie's work was excellent in it. Who's that dude? He looked familiar. The referee.
He's the jacked referee.
He's what?
He's the jacked referee.
Is that Nick Kozak?
Might be.
He looks familiar. Yeah, he has to be he used to be a worker because he's got some. Oh, they're back at it.
Is he
Funk's got
is
the
he
arm
wearing
now.
the K&H ref pants?
I think so. Looks like he's on white boots. Big slam by Orton. Oh, Funk grabs the arm again. Oh, almost had a ref bump. But look at Funk swinging.
I love just the little stuff, the body language,
Yeah,
the posturing.
yeah, that's what's making all this. I mean, yeah, they're laying everything in, it's snug, tight, but all the stuff in between the moves and the hits and all that is what's two great workers.
And I want to point out something too, because I literally had this conversation today with a younger wrestler, and he was talking about how he watches a lot of the old.
I didn't mean to cut you off. He just drilled.
Oh yeah, we got picture people down. And...
He just took out two photographers.
Wow.
This match is getting wild. I didn't mean to cut you off, man.
No, that was awesome.
Dang.
Wow, look at Funk selling those punches. But he was talking. So he's talking about how wrestlers back in this day, like, they didn't focus on their body. He's like, oh, they're not going to the gym. And I go, yes and no. I go, no matter the rest of their body, look at their legs.
I'm sorry, look at Funk selling. He's all over the place. I didn't mean to cut you off again. Oh my God. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm done. I said it. But it's like, look at their legs. Like they're getting constant cardio. Regardless of what the rest of their body looks like, look at their legs. At no point in the 80s did you see a wrestler with fat legs.
No.
Yeah, besides like the Bundys and stuff who never went long. But you know what I mean? But even Dickie Murdoch with his big beer gut always had A-shaped legs.
Yeah.
But they went and they squatted, and you know what I mean?
Look at Funk he is so, love this. Oh, it's so good.
It is weird for a babyface sell, though. You know what I mean?
But are they, who's the heel? I don't think there's really either,
Yeah.
I'm
just going off the story, what the story seems of the match is Funk definitely more the babyface.
Oh,
what a wild pile driver.
He protected him big time on that one.
Yeah, he did.
And it's Funk in Texas. If he was a heel, everybody ain't gonna boo him.
Yeah, well, they're just like, that's Terry. Like, that's how he reacts.
Yeah. But his selling the last 5 minutes is just. Was that Orton? Was that his finisher for a while?
Spinning neck breaker?
I think so.
He's always been synonymous with me with the superplex.
Yeah, I think he was using it before. I could be wrong, but for some reason, before he was using the superplex, I think it's for some reason I could be wrong. Oh, Funk grabbed the leg.
Uh-oh. We know what that means.
Getting ready for the spinning. Look at Orton. He tried to walk and he just fell down. Awesome.
Now Orton is wearing the old school knee pads.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, definitely. Look at Orton. He sounds like he's been shot in the leg.
Funk's knees are probably more shot than Orton's at this point, so he needs the better padding of the trace.
Yeah.
Because say what you want about those old school knee pads, they don't have good padding.
Ooh. Yeah, There you go, spinning toe hold. Yeah. Oh, rake the eyes. Oh, headlock. They're just going right into stuff. Gosh, look at him. Oh,
big double knockout.
Oh, Funk's fighting it. Oh, there he goes. And Orton's got his foot on the rope for some reason. It's like they just went. And man, you see how heavy those ropes are loose, and they hit them going 90 miles an hour.
A lot of trust in those ropes.
Yep. For a slam, he's wobbly. Oh, he's wobbly. He went down. Whoa! That was a Tommy Young, Jerry Calhoun dive, wasn't it?
I think that beat either one of Tommy Young, Jerry Calhoun's.
Yeah. They going for
he did like
suplexes.
a corner roll.
Yeah, each guy's blocking the suplex. Ref's count. What's he counting?
I don't. Oh, he's grabbing his tights.
Oh, okay. Funk got him up. Funk got the suplex. Okay, I was like, what is he counting for? They got each other. Okay, gotcha. Dang, he's really paying. That's a ref right there.
Yeah.
He's in the ropes. He's in the ropes. Look at that top rope. He's just wobbling.
It looks like they just ran garden hoses around this ring.
Yeah, their ropes were. I don't remember being this loose though. Oh, look at the jabs. Nice. Oh, he's getting his feet back. Look at him. Oh, the big left. Nope, he's going for his leg again.
That is a selling clinic.
Oh, definitely. He's got the toe hold back on him. He's rigid. Oh, nice. But he couldn't hook him because his legs hurt. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
He rolled him, but he couldn't fully hook him. His legs are. Oh, there he goes again. Oh, drops the leg on it. Yeah, the selling has just been off the charts. He's got him hooked. He's like Funk's still selling though. He's still selling all the stuff he's took. So he's not. Oh, he's grinding. You see him grinding it?
Yeah, and it puts pressure on the hip. I'm trying to think of what it's called. It's not a hip lock because the hip lock's pushing it over, but still.
Oh, boom. That's nice.
Yeah.
Look at him taking the ankle. Oh man, that's good. This match is awesome. Wow. I mean, what do you expect with these two guys? But man, just a little stuff. Usually you just see somebody just sit there in the hold. He's actually grabbing and torquing on that ankle. Usually they just be sitting there, holding with the hold. But yeah, what's he gonna do? He's
gonna spread out the groin.
Yeah, he's stretching him. He's got his boot on the other boot, don't he?
Yeah, he's got that boot trapped.
Yeah. He's just grinding on that ankle.
Yeah, I think originally his boot stretching the groin, but I think he's on a toe hold now.
Yeah, I think he's got his boot now. He's
got the toe hold.
Yeah. He's gonna step over here in a minute, probably spin it. It's wearing him down. This is the biggest break they've had in this whole match. Because it's been oh man. I don't think I've ever seen that. He had his foot in one, had his foot on his face. Orton's selling that. He's selling his leg. Yes. Oh, nice elbow. Another nice elbow. Oh, here we go. Headlock. Oh, hello. That was.
I like the top rope went all the way down to the middle.
Yeah, actually, probably. That loose ropes helped that spot. Look at Funk. He's selling. Look at him like he's gagging. He's like he's about to puke because he's got his nuts pushed up to his stomach. Uh-oh. What we got here? Was that the stomach or the goods?
No, that was stomach.
Okay. I was like, he's working on the goods.
He pushed him back down for Terry.
There you go, yeah. The ropes pushed him up, and there's Thesz.
Thesz getting a nice look at Terry's butt.
Yeah. Oh, nice kick. Ref pushing Orton back. There we go. If we should have something here. They're going to bump out onto Thesz. So what's he going to do? We'll take a post. Oh! dude, that looked good. My Funk's facials right now are really good. Oh, dude, that's a nice knee.
Yeah, it was.
Surprised Funk didn't get no color off that. Or he fixed to get it. He might be getting it right now. He's aiming. He's really aiming at it, you know? You think he's hard weighing him?
Nah. I don't know if
Funk
Funk can be hard weighed.
Huh?
I don't know if Funk can be hard weighed.
Harley got him that match we watched, remember?
That's true, yeah.
But he would have already got it now off the front being the pole. Like he was just working his head. Look at Funk just bouncing down. He's all over his selling and he just, oh my gosh, he's just all over headlock. Oh!
Oh, the sell of that was tremendous.
Yes, it was, wasn't it?
The rubber legs and everything.
Yes. Wow. Look at those punches. Look at the what's he gonna do? Whoa, the running Tommy knee drop. Boom. Oh! Oh my gosh, what did you say? He sell that to the ropes. Oh, this is so good. This is just arms and legs everywhere. Rev trying to break them up. No, Rev, that was good. Did he stop the match?
I'm turning the sound up right now.
Is he warning
Time limit draw.
Oh, that was.
Hold on.
What was it?
It's declared a draw. They're going to flip a coin for the winner.
There's Madison and Fez. Larry Madison with Fez in the ring.
They're going to flip a coin for the winner.
And Terry Funk won? Wow. Would it have a 20-minute time limit?
I think so, yeah.
Wow. Gosh, that went by fast, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, what he was doing, what he was trying to do, they cut it off. That's all. Man, that was good stuff right there, boy.
So to go to the little history of that, Funk actually doesn't go to the finals.
I saw that.
Funk gets quote unquote injured. I'm thinking not putting Adrian Adonis over, but Bob Orton goes to the finals.
That's what that's why I was that's why I was kind of shocked when I just saw that. Yeah, because I thought, because the finals was Orton and Adonis.
Yeah,
I'm wondering.
Wins, gets presented the belt by Fez, and the next champion is Scott Casey. And then the title's retired.
So yeah, then they dropped it, and then they picked back up with AWA, didn't they? Didn't they start back up, having Bachman come back in Southwest right before they before Blanchard sold and it became Texas All-Star?
I'm not sure what that is.
What year was this again?
This was 83. The promotion was sold in 85.
Yeah. I want to say after they dropped doing this world thing, they started. I want to say they started back using AWA guys again. I could be wrong, but for some reason I'm thinking that I think I saw Bockwinkel on one of their TVs after this defending the belt. Like I said I could be wrong on the dates because my brain don't function like it used to.
That makes sense. They may have gone to AWA after not being able to do it on their own.
Yeah, they just it didn't it didn't take off like I thought it was going to. Now Madison being there, like I said, I know they were when Madison was doing his when he started up and was running against Harley and Geigel. He was using a lot of Southwell guys like Tully, Scott Casey. Trying to think of some other guy, but yeah, he was using some of the Southwest guys at that time. But the really Funk being on this because this was, they pulled out from the rest of the Texas offices and they're doing their own thing. But Funk being an AWA mainstay, it kind of make you think a little bit, What was the date on this again?
Let's see. We actually never get the date, but let's see. Let me go to the World Heavyweight Championship. Da-da-da. It was May 26th, 1983.
Okay. Because I'm looking at Funk by Wrestling Database. He worked Maple Leaf that month, which was, they were in NWA at that time, I do believe. Okay, he worked Odessa, which was Southwest, and he worked the Houston show. I'm going to look to see where else he worked in 83 because that's just, with him being an NWA, I mean, is it really run, I think everybody knew it wasn't going to last, them having a world champion and being their own thing. So I just wondered if Funk, I don't know what's the word, they let Funk do it,
Well, and this has Funk already started in movies and only comes back every now and then?
No, he's doing a lot of Japan. I'm gonna pull up his Japan stuff from that year. I think he was mostly in Japan. He was in Japan for April, all of April. He went back and did all of August, all of September. I don't know if he even worked in the NWA territories. I'm gonna pull the rest of his thing up. Yeah, all the way through September. He was off October. He came back to All Japan in November, worked all November, and looks like most of December. Yeah, most of December. And let's see where he was at when he went on those tours. But he was always an NWA mainstay, so it kind of just made me wonder about that. Let's see where, because he worked Maple Leaf. I said that they were NWA at the time. Southwest says USW. So he worked Memphis in that 83. See what they got. Dang, he worked Nashville and Memphis January of 83. He did TV. He's babyface. Check this out. January 29th, 1983, Nashville Fairgrounds Sports Arena. Bobby Eaton, Sabu the Wild Man, and Carl Fergie versus Jerry Lawler, Sweet Brown Sugar, and Terry Funk.
Oh, wow.
That morning on the TV, Terry Funk, Jerry Lawler, Coco Ware, which was Sweet Brown Sugar, defeated Jesse Barr, Marauder 1 and 2. I don't know who they were. And then that Monday night, actually, they ran it on a Sunday, according to this. which they've been known to run Memphis on some Sundays sometimes. At the Coliseum, Terry Funk, Jerry Lawler, Coco Ware beat Bobby Eaton, Carl Fergie, and Sabu the Wild Man in a Texas Death Match. So, and at the time, if I can remember right, that was one of those times when Jarrett, Memphis, Jarrett, I call it Jarrett Promotion. They were in between AWA and NWA again. So that time they might have been an NWA territory. So let's see, there's a MMP. What is MMP? It says MMP. It says Amarillo. Who in the world's MMP? I've never heard of that promotion. Have you?
Mm-mm.
And if it's Amarillo, that would have been Southwest's territory, wasn't it? No, I don't know who was running Amarillo in the early '80s.
Was that one of Murdoch and?
That's to say Murdoch and Mulligan, but they were done by then in '82, wasn't they? Huh? What year were we supposed to be in? Did I hit the wrong thing?
This is '83.
Yeah, I hit the wrong thing. Sorry. Yeah, he did the Memphis in '83. The Amarillo he did. It says it's for world class. Okay, that makes more sense. He worked Brody. They were still with NWA, but there were okay. Here's an NWA. See what he worked. He worked all of February for Mid Atlantic and Georgia Championship Wrestling. So he worked some NWA dates the first year. Then he went All Japan. Basically did All Japan and Southwest. So I guess there's no Florida or nothing on that. Maybe they were paying him more money to do the Southwest stuff.
Yeah, maybe he's just booking his own shots.
I think that's what he's doing in between his because he did, like I said, he worked, what was it, 5 months? Was it 5 or 6 months out of the year in Japan that year? So he might have had to.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you're Mid Atlantic, you're gonna, or Florida, if you're gonna bring in Funk just for a month, I mean, you really can't do much. You want to bring him in, you're gonna pay him good to really not work a program or nothing. So you really, it wouldn't be feasible. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't. It's like you're bringing him in, you're not getting to use him to what you need to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So I'm thinking that's why he did the Memphis. In between his Japan shots, he did Memphis, the Southwest, and did his world class. Now, going to Orton, because I think like I said, I think last week we was talking about how Orton, I think he was the first of the ICW PAFO defector. Him and Roop left around the same time. And we do know he did end up in Mid Atlantic because he was part of the he was part of the Harley Race bounty with help me out, Slater.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think, where did he work in between PAFOs and that time, which had to be this. So I'm going to see where he worked in '83. I know he had a short stint in for Watts around that time period. I think him and Root might have both, because I know that's where Root, I think, first went after he left PAFOs. It was either to Georgia or to it was to Watts. I know I'm boring people on this stuff, but the stuff I find interesting, and I probably knew it at one time, but my brain so in '83. Let's see, early '83, he went to Kansas City and worked for Geigel, which that was one. Even though Geigel, I think, was the president of the NWA. Let's see where else he worked. Maple
they really
Leaf.
Couldn't afford to be picky.
Huh?
They couldn't really afford to be picky.
Yeah, true. Worked Southwest. Oh, he worked for Bruiser in WWA. Yeah, early. He worked in February and April. He did about 4 or 5 shots for Bruiser. Looked like he did his TV taping. Yeah, worked like 3-4 shows for Bruiser and did his TV. So kind of like he was floating around. He did some New Japan stuff. Did a lot of New Japan. Yeah, a lot of New Japan. Yeah, I think he floated around, it looks like, a lot in '83. Let's see what he did. Because I want to say he left PAFOs in early '82. Actually left PAFOs '81. And then he went to Watts. I know I'm boring you and everybody else listening to this, but I just think it's really interesting because those PAFO guys, his last match for PAFO was August of '81. I mean, they rubbed a lot of people PAFOs the wrong way. So those guys, but I guess with it being Orton, let's see when he started. So he actually worked for Watts. Wow. he started with Watts right out of when he left the Poffos. And that's really shocking because Watts was so old school and stern, and the way Poffos did business. And they, and from also I heard that, that all those guys had the stink on them from it. A lot of people didn't want to book them. His last match, 2 days later, he was working.
Go ahead.
He was working for Watts 2 days later, and they put the Mississippi title on him. Wow. I guess Watts had that philosophy. Well, they wasn't running opposition against me,
Yeah.
And Orton was just a great worker, so I guess Watts didn't care. Wow. Yeah, he worked for Watts. 2 days later, he started with Watts. And it looked like he worked for Watts for a while. Looks like all the way to the end of the year. Yeah, sure did. Wow. Huh. Learn something new every day. I guess it was the undercard guys that had the stink and couldn't get booked nowhere. I guess if you was Orton and Root, the two main guys, especially Orton, that match right there proved he's one of the best. But getting back to, I think, like I said, he was with Poffos for 3 years, 79, 80, 81. And, I guess it's just those territory guys that didn't get, he didn't get on mainstream until, like I said, he went to WF and he was basically I hate to use the word flunky, but that's basically what the guy, the pin guy for the team, basically what, he'd take the pins so Piper wouldn't have to, and
he took very few pins though.
Who?
Orton took very few pins.
Well, but compared to Piper,
yeah, Orndorff was the one who took the big pin.
Yeah, but then with that, it turned him babyface, so it made sense,
Yeah.
So I mean, because that's the whole thing was I didn't understand why did Orton why he wasn't in the match until I got smart about it. Well, he wasn't supposed to be because Orndorff was in there so they could turn him babyface, or Orton had to be the one to hit him, so he'd get the pin, he'd get mad, and turn babyface. I know we're getting way off subject, but people people say that when they turned Orton babyface and then they turned him back heel, a lot of people say they should put the belt on Orndorff. Do you think they should have?
No.
I think he could have carried it, but for what Vince was building, I don't think at time wise it wasn't.
Hogan was too hot.
Yeah, definitely. Oh gosh.
I love Paul Orndorff, but Hogan was too hot.
Yeah, I just wish his run could have been a couple years later, and because he could have been the one. Like they put it on Savage, they could have put it on Orndorff if his run that time period could have been, what I'm saying, if he could have the same run going a couple years later, I'd say yeah, but at that time there's no way, no matter who it was, you couldn't. You'd be dumb to. Godzilla couldn't have, would make sense to beat Hogan at that time because he was so hot, But getting back to this match, man, was that good or what?
Oh, it was fantastic.
I mean, they took big bumps, but the selling this, and you always talk about how everybody says that Slater always wanted to be Funk, and which if you watch Slater, he's
pretty much a carbon copy.
Yeah, Orton had his own style. He had a little funk thrown in there with a little. Looked like he had a little bit of everybody. Kind of had a little some. I saw a little shades of Murdoch too, a little bit, kind of where he'd hit those ropes and some of the kind of not. He wouldn't take a back bump. He kind of turned and kind of
Yeah.
I could say a little Murdoch. He had his own style, and it was like a mixture. It seemed like because he was getting wild and leggy and. But that one part, it was just all arms and legs from both of them, and it was just like, that was, man, just the facials and all the little things in between the selling, it was great. That was really good.
Yeah, that was an awesome selection.
Man, they had a couple where they slowed it down a couple times, but even though they slowed it down, there was like when Funk had that leg, they were slowed it down. But he was wrenching. Remember, he was wrenching on the ankle.
Yeah.
Usually, like I said, usually watch it. They just have it hooked and just sitting there, kind of lean back a little bit. He was sitting there just turning and grinding that ankle. So every time they did slow it down, it was that little stuff that made it so you wouldn't like just sitting there like, okay, come on, get up,
Yeah.
If you was watching that little, they were doing, and it was just two great workers,
Yeah, no, it was a
Awesome.
fantastic match.
Yeah, I wish it would have went longer.
It was a super lame finish by flipping a coin, but
I mean, it's all I hate matches in tournaments because they each have those short time limits,
yeah,
So, but I liked it. It was back and forth. It was, and it was what like today's back and forth. We'll get 3 moves in, you get 3 moves in. It was back and forth on working body parts.
yeah.
Had that bear hug on Funk forever, and then Funk started working the leg, and then the arm. It was really good. Everything that one bump Funk took, wiped out the cameraman.
Jesus, yeah.
They got 2 of them, man. He went sailing through those ropes, and but yeah, everything they did just looked amazing. Anything else you want to add to it?
No, it was just a fantastic match. The sell jobs by everybody were great. It was constant motion, and I think that's what like really makes a match stand out is constant motion.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Like I said, I know I've said it 4 or 5 times, but every time they did slow it down and worked a hold on somebody, it wasn't just you grab it and just sit there in it. There was always something moving, even though they were, in a hold. So yeah, that match could hold up today. You think?
Yeah, I do.
Because like I say, nowadays matches are so fast paced. I think that would hold up today because it was constant movement. There's no dives or nothing, but I think that would hold up today because it was constant. It was constant movement and something going on. All right, I give that definitely 2 thumbs up on that one. So where we're going next week?
So next week we are going to Tokyo, Japan. And it is going to be, let's see, what's the date on this? December 12th, 1991. It's not New Japan. It's not All Japan. It's actually a co-promotion, but Super World Sports, the match, Hulk Hogan versus Genichiro Tenryu.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's a big show. I believe we're in the dome. Yeah, this has got to be the dome.
I'll say probably has.
So it's red and yellow Hulkster, but it's Hulkster in Japan.
Yeah, he always brought it in Japan, no matter if he was working for New York, he still brought it.
Yeah, and it's really, I don't know, it's just a really interesting thing that a lot of people forget happened. And the ring is set up interesting, right? So I've noticed because I'm
is it platformed up or something?
Well, so I'm talking turnbuckles wise. So like there's some WWF turnbuckles, and there's some the SWWS turnbuckles.
So whose promotion was the Japanese promotion? Who was it?
Let's see. So this is what Tenryu left to join, if I remember.
Okay, I thought Tenryu had something. I wasn't sure.
Let's see. I'm trying to see. And the motto was straight and strong, and their mascot was a T-Rex.
All right.
Yeah, this was wild. Let's see. I'm trying to see who was the owner of it. Okay. So when Tenryu left All Japan, he left All Japan to become a spokesmodel from Again Super, which is the best known makers of eyeglasses in Japan. And that company ended up using him for a launching pad for a new pro wrestling circuit, which ended up being the SWS. And the executive's name was Hachiro Tanaka, and it was Super World of Sports.
Okay. Huh.
But they had, let's see, trying to see any of these names in their roster. They had Great Kabuki.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm sure some of these guys are like really popular names, but I don't know some of them. But obviously Tenryu was massive. I mean, he was supposed to be the guy to go over Jumbo. But
yeah. Wow.
Oh, okay. So they had like Grand Hamada come through, Ultimo Dragon.
Okay.
This says Crush, but I don't. Hey, Jerry Flynn worked there. Old Lightning Foot.
Oh, Lightning Foot, Jerry Flynn.
Let's see, Minoru Suzuki, Yoshiaka Fujiwara. Here's the Gaijin that came through: Killer Tim Brooks, Chavo Senior, Double J, Kenny the Striker, Bob Orton Jr., Rochester Roadblock.
Oh yeah, the big dude Roadblock.
Yeah,
He used to carry. Remember, he used to carry the.
Oh, I remember Roadblock very well.
Yeah.
A guy named Jeff Wheeler and a guy named Snake Williams.
Jeff Wheeler sounds familiar.
Snake Williams.
Snake Williams. Yeah, Snake Williams does.
Samoan SWAT team: Jerry Morrow, Chris Adams, Kato Kung Lei.
Jerry Morrow was a mainstay in
Stampede.
Calgary.
Yeah. El Dandy, and who are you to doubt El Dandy?
Oh, I like El Dandy.
Yeah,
I like Silver King a little more, but El Dandy was good. I liked them when they were together.
They had some Jerry Estrada, some Blue Panther.
Wow.
Yeah, they had some. And then, so obviously they had to deal with WWE, so I'm not going to like name all the WWE guys who went there.
Yeah.
But, did I say? Yeah, I said Tim Brooks.
Yeah.
Let's see, Tenru, Kabuki. I'm going to go through the Japanese names, see if any of them just stick out. And I apologize for any Japanese wrestling fans. Kendo Nagasaki.
Okay.
Again, I'm just going on ones that just hop out at me. So
yeah,
that's all the ones I know that hop out at me. Just reading them. Oh, King Haku was there, so
Okay.
But yeah, so I think it'll be interesting, and like I said, it'll be cool because this is slightly older Hogan, but it's him and Tenru. It's going to be wrestling. We'll probably see, what were some of Hogan's go-tos in Japan, STFs and Enzigiri, stuff like that. All right, so that is the match for next week. Really looking forward to it. But with that, I do have to say,
hold on one thing.
Yeah,
I'll forget. Remember last week when they were walking out and I said, "That guy looked familiar." I know who it was. Now, it was Akiyama.
Oh, okay.
It was a young Akiyama. Yeah,
that makes perfect sense.
That's who it was. Yeah.
I
started to cut you out, but I was like, if I don't say it now, I'll forget.
But yeah, so we would want to go ahead and wish a fond farewell to Dominique DeNucci, who passed away today at 89 years old.
Oh,
literally just broke online. Yep.
Oh man, that sucks.
Unfortunate loss there. Trainer of Bruno Sammartino, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, no, or no?
That I don't know.
I know for sure Mick Foley and Shane Douglas.
Yeah, and Mark Curtis.
I didn't know that. Okay, yeah,
Mark Curtis. Friend. I'm pretty sure because he was in. I want to say he was in that group there. I want to say he was.
Okay.
So, I think he trained our favorite Memphis '87 wrestler, Soul Train Jones. I think too.
Don't put that evil on Dominic.
Man, the guy just passed away. Don't be talking that kind of smack.
Yeah, well, you don't speak ill of the dead. Don't do that.
Well, that sucks, man. I say he was a really nice dude.
Yeah. Let's see. Some other people he listed that he trained. Cody Michaels, who I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, Cody Michaels. He's the one that Jerry Jarrett left Memphis and Dallas Hospital with a broken neck.
No, well, there you go. And a guy named Preston Steele.
Independent guy up in the northeast, early 90s, one of those early 90 indie guys that did a lot of indie stuff up there.
Says he trained Moondog Spot as well.
I don't know about that. That kind of sounds I ain't saying it didn't happen, but it seemed like he's a Southern boy. He seemed like he would have,
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm just going off.
I ain't saying it's wrong, but it just kind of sounds a little odd that he would went up north and got trained. But crazier things have happened. So,
but that's wild, man. But
how old did you say he was?
89. So he had a
long life.
Yeah, he had a good long run.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he was one of the mainstays for Vince Sr. up in that area for a long time.
Yeah, and like a perennial used babyface. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he not top of the card guy, but good lower to upper mid card.
He was kind of like he was the babyface mid card guy, and Baron Cicluna was like the mid card heel guy.
Yeah.
Forever it seemed like. Yeah. Another one of those ethnic baby faces for that was over up in the Northeast,
Yeah, the Vince Senior salivated over.
Yeah. Well, he knew he knew his crowds,
Yeah.
So then you had, Bruno, the top, baby face, and then he was the mid card top baby, the top, that ethnic group. So the Bruno was a top guy, and then they always had the mid card of Dominic. So yeah, well, he's in a better place. It's still sad when somebody goes, but he had a good career and was so God rest his soul. But yeah, that's sad. It just brought us back down, man.
Yeah, but at least this one didn't go suddenly and too young.
Yeah, but dude, you see where Chris Jericho gave $5,000 to Bobby Eaton's fund?
I did. Jericho's notorious about that. That's kind of his number.
Yeah, that's really cool, man.
Yeah, absolutely, it is.
Did you listen to the Cornette podcast?
I did.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it wrecked me. I was doing really good about keeping my composure, especially with Bert and Bobby passing. And then I listened to the Cornette podcast, and I couldn't keep the tears in anymore. And it was I would cry, then I'd start laughing, and then he'd tell another story, and I'd cry again and start laughing.
It was like the very first, I was like, oh my gosh. And then at the end, man, and that really got me. Because I only heard a few people call him Bobby Lee. And Hutto is about the only people I've heard really call him Bobby Lee. Because that's what he grew up being called. So when he said it, so that really, I can't stand Cornette as a person. I think he's one of the most uneducated idiots out there, except for wrestling. He's the smartest guy I know about wrestling, but in real life, he's one of the most dumbest people I ever know. So him actually showed emotion that got me, because he don't show emotion, like that,
Yeah.
It's always mad, pissed off emotion at people. For him to actually, it's like he actually had a heart, actually was human about something, and it broke him. I was like, wow, at the end, that got me at the end. But that was pretty rough.
Yes, it was.
Trying to think. Oh, I started listening to the Robert Fuller's. I picked back up on his podcast. I hadn't noticed him about 2 years.
He's not with Arcadian Vanguard anymore, right?
Only person with him with last is Cornette. He dropped John Rizzi too.
Yep.
So I'm wondering about that. If he's just going to do Cornette only and do his every 4 month 605.
Yeah, every 4 month 9-hour podcast.
Yeah, sure. But I saw that and I was like, because I thought him and Al Rizzi were big buddies. So
yeah, I wonder what happened.
It makes you wonder if he's going to take time to do something, because he bought all the wrestling news and all that stuff, Norm Keitzers and all that stuff. Yeah. That whole collection, he bought all that. So I'm wondering if he dropped that stuff and he's going to take time to actually work on something with that. So think how much stuff he's got. He's going to have to go through and all that. And maybe he took over Kayfabe Memories message board. So I'm just wondering if he's fixing to do cornets, and then he has some kind of big project.
Could be.
It'll be interesting. Like, so he got the, he's got, like I said, when he bought all that stuff, the wrestling news, just the amount of material he has is going to be amazing. It's amazing,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, dude, man, that Arn, have you been listening to the Arn ones?
I listen to the Arn one too, yeah.
Why are you doing a Joe the Duke face?
I can't see you, so.
You can't?
Oh, now I can. I didn't know you were even there. I was still showing just the couch, so I was just making faces. I thought you never turned the camera back around.
Yeah.
Now Zoom just froze up. That's funny.
Oh, you built Arn. I think I'm 2 weeks behind, but man, that's good stuff. That I like the way they're doing it. Now going in and started, his career started out and going in order. I think that's really neat. Those Jeff Jarrett podcasts are really. They got to cut those down, man.
Nah.
Those are marathons. 2.5 hours.
2.5
They're
hours
good,
is
but
nothing.
What?
2.5 hours is nothing for a Conrad podcast.
What do you mean?
He had some Bruce Pritchard podcasts that went 5 hours.
Really?
Believe so.
Wow. Holy smokes.
I know there's been 3+.
Dang. Wow. So I don't listen to those. So
yeah, wow. I listen to Joe Rogan Experience. 2.5 hours is nothing.
I've listened to a couple of Rogans, but I just ain't got time. That's like, we need to plug your stuff on NWA. I didn't get to watch it yet because I've been watching all these Little League baseball games all the regionals and stuff. They're getting ready to go to Williamsport for the World Series. So the last 2 weeks, that's all I've been doing is watching Little League baseball. So I ain't got to watch your NWA stuff yet. Oh, Tyrus, Monday and Tuesday night. Guess what he was at on Gutfeld? Did you hear about it?
Yeah, you act like I don't know. I work for the company.
What? No, he actually had the belt with him.
I know.
I didn't know if you knew. I didn't know you watched Gutfeld.
I don't.
Oh, how did you know he had the belt on there on the show with him?
Follow Tyrus on social media.
Oh, okay. You know they're coming to Nashville.
Who?
Gutfeld show.
I didn't know it was something that traveled.
So they're just, I don't know if they're going to do some shows from Nashville. I'd love to go, but that'd have to make getting out of the house and But no, yeah, I mean, but he had the belt with him both nights. He was on there.
Oh yeah,
and that's tell you, man. He whatever they pay him ain't nowhere amount of money of publicity he's getting them off that show. And that's the number one nighttime show, late night show, and he's on there promoting that. Man, that's big money right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's basically doing it for free. But yeah, because Gutfeld was like, Tyrus and he's the new NWA TV. Gutfeld, he plugged it big time. When they did the little introduction thing at the beginning, and yeah, I mean, he had it. He had that belt both nights. I was, I don't know. To me, I think it's really. I know you're like, that's what he's supposed to do. I know, but all those guys, when they,
Nah, man, he's, you know what? He's an awesome dude. Yeah.
He seems like it. I mean, because like I said, the amount of advertisement that's getting for them on that show, that's priceless, man. I mean, people watch that show. So, But, he don't have to do it. Really, he don't. I mean, Hogan never did it for TNA. So, but, I'm just saying, that's bad comparing those two. But that shows you how he is really a good dude,
Yeah.
Because, I'm sure he's not making a lot of money, compared to what he has been making at places, Trust me, he makes more money at Fox than he does recording.
I can't comment on this stuff, and I'm going to have to edit it out, right? Because I'm trying to keep my job.
Well, you're not commenting. I'm the one talking.
I know.
So you can't put it on there? Okay, Phil, he's not saying nothing, and I'm looking at him. He's not moving his head up, down, or side to side on any of that. He has no say-so. So if you keep it in there, I don't want you to lose your job. If you got to edit it out to keep your job, edit it out. But I just think it's cool that he's doing that. When a lot of guys that's been in his position, his spot, he's been worked for the big companies. A lot of guys wouldn't do it. So I think it's really, really cool of him to do. So and is that a new belt?
Yeah, I believe there's a couple of them because I know it was on white leather at one point.
Because man, it was shining, dude. It looked brand new.
I think it was on black originally, so I've seen it on multiple straps.
It looked brand new. It was shining, dude.
It's red, right?
Yeah, it's the red one. It looked good.
Yeah. I think Pope had it on white, if I remember right.
Okay. Yeah, it looked good.
The white looks surprisingly good. We've obviously seen the red and the black. The white looks surprisingly good.
I don't think I've seen the white before. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, tell them where they can go watch that at.
Yeah, so NWA Power on Fight TV. Every week you have to subscribe, but the most important thing is coming up very, very soon. It is August the 28th and 29th, also on Fight TV. We are doing back-to-back nights of pay-per-view. August 28th is NWA Empower, an all-women's pay-per-view. Produced by Mickie James, and it's looking to be absolutely stacked. They're bringing back the NWA World's Women's Tag Team Championships, and they're also doing a women's gauntlet with the winner receiving a shot at the World Women's title on the pay-per-view that's airing the next night, NWA 73, the 73rd anniversary of the NWA.
Okay. Did they announce somebody recently that's going to be on there? I swear I thought I saw a thing on the women's show.
Oh, they've announced a lot, and I can pull up that list for you.
I think I saw something the other day. They announced somebody else is going to be on there the other day. Who was it?
While I'm looking this up, let me also give a shout out to our sponsor for the NWA events at the Chase Auditorium, Busch Light.
That's big time beer.
Dude, yeah, it is. Absolutely.
That's not your Milwaukee's best or nothing, you know. It ain't the Beast.
Yeah, but honestly, what's more fitting, right?
Yeah,
we'll be in St. Louis.
Yeah, exactly. And you can't have Coors as your sponsor if you're running St. Louis.
Right.
All
right.
But still, I mean, just to get that though, that's big time.
Yeah, let's see some of these announcements. I think the most recent was a young lady named Masha Slamovich. And scrolling through here, Genocide with Taryn Terrell will be there.
Taryn Terrell, I think, is the one I saw.
Yeah, she'll be in the corner of Genocide.
Okay. I think that's the one I saw. So there's a name that I've seen somewhere before. I think that's Taryn Terrell.
Yeah, and I'm trying to find the list. The list was posted somewhere of everybody who's going to be there. Also on NWA Empower, Camille will be defending the NWA World Women's Championship against Legit Layla Hirsch. And then the championship will be defended the next night against the winner of the Women's Gauntlet.
Are y'all having a fan thing?
We are doing a fan fest both days from 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. And you have to get tickets for that at, I believe it's at the NWA website. Don't hold me to that. Follow the NWA on Twitter. They'll have all that information.
That's cool.
Yeah, we're doing a fan fest both days. So the way I understand it, the male talent will do the fan fest before the Empower pay-per-view, and then vice versa before the 73 pay-per-view.
That's good. That's cool that they're doing that.
And then following that, on the 30th and 31st, 2 long days of power tapings in which people can get tickets to be there live, to see it in studio.
Is that at the Chase also?
Chase also, man.
Cool.
Yeah, 4 days at the Chase. Going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to it.
Are they going to put the round tables, the dinner tables and stuff out like old school?
I don't know the 50s setup, but if they do that, every fan needs to show up in a tuxedo.
Yeah, you got to dress up and put out the old school 1950s dinner tables.
Yeah, if you're getting dinner in a show, you got to dress up.
It's mandatory jacket and tie, baby. Yeah, that's awesome though, Nick. That's a really historic building. You know, that's really cool. Like I said, I'm gonna check it out this your match or whatever you did this weekend. Like I said, I've just been busy watching baseball. So I usually watch it when but I hadn't had time. So here we go. Check that out. Also, check out the I know we talked about earlier the WMF. Go check out my my Facebook page, UWA Fez 1976 on Facebook. I've been putting some stuff on there. I try to put some on there once a day usually. Some of the stuff I've got from the archives. Y'all see Scott Till?
I was going to say, speaking of archives, got to say Crowbar Press.
Yeah, crowbarpress.com. If you want for history, if you want some history, go check him out and see what he's got new, what he's got old, because he's got so much older books and stuff that that are really good. So go check him out. While we're plugging people, anything else you want to plug?
I can't think of anything. And guys, hey, these people we're plugging, we don't get paid to plug this. It's stuff that we legitimately believe in. They're friends of ours. So please go support them. Yeah,
we ain't making any money off them. We're doing it just to like they're friends and try to give them a little rub if we can. Because those are things like I said. That one is mine. I ain't making no money off that. I just think, as I said, it's one thing I've always been interested in is that UWA Fest stuff. So I'm just doing it to get some of the stuff out, the history of it that I got. And Monty, he's definitely ain't making no money off of his stuff. The time he's putting in that to clean up these tapes and stuff. And then we know Scott Till ain't making no money. The man sleeps. I asked him, I said, do you ever sleep? Because he gets up like at 5 o'clock every day.
Yeah.
And goes and starts on his projects. The man has 4 to 5 books going constantly. And legit, he told me one day that there's some books he's never made a break even on. The money he spent and the time he spent on them. He didn't even break even. So he's not making any money. He's doing it because he loves wrestling, loves history, and he wants to get much of it out there he can before it's too late. So, so go check him out because, like I said, none of these guys are making money, but we'll just help him out, show him some love. Like I said, but yeah, like I said, Monty, he's really doing because he's having to really doing a lot of work. That's why he's only doing one show a week, one match a week.
Yeah,
because he's doing it in his free time, and then he's got to, how would you have to have the actual camcorder the tapes were from to put them on? I don't know how you would do that. Has to be a pain in the butt.
I'm sure.
So yeah, go check out those guys. Their stuff. Give them a like and a thing. What's the thing on? How you do it on YouTube? On Monty, what is it? Like and subscribe. There you go. Yeah, I'm not getting here in a minute. Remember, I'm old fart. I can't remember.
Speaking of that, if you're listening to this on YouTube, please like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe us too. Might as well.
Ring the bell.
If you don't like us,
new video up.
Do what?
Click the bell icon so that you'll get a notification every time we put a new video up.
Okay, I don't know what none of that stuff means, but do it what he says. Even if you don't like us, hit the like button anyway.
Yeah.
Make us feel good about ourselves. All right, well, we've been on, I try to get that hour and 10, 15 minute mark. We went way over it again. So anything else you want to add? Because I got to shut up. If I don't, I'll keep rambling.
I'm good.
All right. If you're done, I'm done. Stick the fork in her. She's done. For Jeremiah Plunkett and Clint Charisma. Hey, that's me. Thanks for listening and God bless.
Bye-bye, everybody.